G'day guys, welcome to AFL Legends Unite. I'm Dale Atkinson. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Sydney and Western Bulldogs game. But before I actually get into that, I'd just like to apologise for the preview videos that never really got uploaded. I'm having a lot of trouble uploading videos at the moment. I think I uploaded... which video was it? I think it may have... I'll have to have a look. There was one video I uploaded and it took 6 hours to upload, and that was just one video, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure why. It was the Adelaide and St Kilda game. Yeah, that took 5 hours to upload. So I think I started uploading it from 1 o'clock, hoping to get it done before the game started, but it was like 9 o'clock by the time it happened. So probably a bit longer than 5 hours. But yeah, that was, I'm not sure what's going on with Telstra, but you know, that's Australian internet connection for you. Uploading speed's ridiculously slow. So hopefully I can, this video that I'm doing now probably takes maybe 10 hours to upload, to be honest. But anyway, let's get into it. And this game was basically over at half-time. The Western Bulldogs were disgusting, were terrible, were shocking, were embarrassing, and that truly shows where they are this season. They have been terrible all year. Playing really close games of football, losing to really... Well, they've just been absolutely shocking compared to last year. Like last year, they did finish 7th. But honestly, I'm not sure if they can even make finals if they keep performing. If they keep performing this brand of footy, they won't make finals. They'll be finishing in the bottom 10 if they keep performing like this. Especially now you've got, several teams in the mix like Melbourne, Essendon, Richmond, and all. They're really jumping up, and they'll steal your spot, and they will just leave you behind. But yeah, it was an outstanding performance by Sydney. They really need to win this game. Win this game, they did. They should have probably won by 80 points had they been a bit more accurate. Having, 14 more scoring shots than the Western Bulldogs. And they just demolished them. Disposal count, I know, was quite... was quite even. It was only 414 to 371. I know it might seem like it's a bit of a distance, but for a game like this, it's quite even for a game like this, because you would have expected it to be blown out of proportion. But then you kind of just look at, you kind of just dissected that particular stat. So you look at the kicks, for instance, Sydney 241. That plays against the Dogs 176, and then you look at the handballs, Dogs 195 to 173, and you can see what's going on there. And the Dogs, you can't really just keep hand passing in a tight contest. Like the SCG is much smaller than what you would have at EMCG, and Sydney can easily shut you down and close you up. Sydney's pressure to apply is, as soon as they grab the ball, they are able to find a target and hit it up. And their speed was incredible. Their ability to really sneak behind the Dogs' defence and just outplay them. They always seemed out of position, the Western Bulldogs. And it was never, ever going to end it was never going to end too well for them. But yeah, it was... I don't know, there's just so many disappointing moments for the Western Bulldogs, and it's been so far a disappointing weekend. I am doing this on a Sunday, I think it's Sunday noon. Hopefully, because I'm still got the Carlton game, because I filmed the Carlton game, but still uploading. Like, it's taking, are you kidding me? 6 hours. I've got 6 more hours. That's never going to get done. So yeah, but yeah, it was just not a game I was expecting, particularly by the Sydney Swans. I was expecting a way more closer game of football. I was actually looking forward to this one. But yeah, Sydney, outstanding. They just split in proportion. They're lucky Buddy Franklin couldn't kick straight, because he would have actually could have had a field day. What was it, like 3-5? It was 3-5. Yeah, he kicked 3 goals, 5 behinds. Had it the other way around, He could have, in fact, if it was accurate, he would have beaten the Dogs by himself, to be honest. But him. He was definitely a standout. Josh Kennedy, by the way, was the other one. He's back to his best. He hasn't had his season's been up and down so far. But 37 disposal, he's back to his best. He's definitely my favourite player in Sydney, but he has slowed down. I guess that's kind of old age, and this is the first year that he's captain of the club. And so, having a new position and leadership group, you would have thought they would have been ready for it. But, nevertheless, they are back into, I think where are they now? Because that's actually a good question, is where they are on the ladder, because I want to see the ladder, because it's completely changed. It's completely changed after what happened last night. They're 14th on the ladder. 14th. Really? Oh, yeah, that's right. The Gold Coast Suns won. That was interesting. But, yeah, they're 14th on the ladder. They'll probably have to win every single game from now on to make top 8. I know it's close, but you want to. I think it's at least a minimum of 13 wins to make it to the top 8, and that's what we've seen in recent years. As for the Dogs, they've just plummeted. They're just plummeting as we speak now. They're 7th on the ladder, but for how much longer, to be honest? Who knows? Who knows? For the Dogs though, McRae was outstanding, 32 disposals, you break it down, 88% efficiency, 12 contested possessions, 20 uncontested possessions, 5 intercepts, 1 turnover. That's pretty good. That's actually exceptionally good. He had 4 score involvements, 5 marks, 4 clearances, all stoppage clearances, 1 tackle inside forward 50, 50 and inside 50, and 2 rebounds. So, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. He's had a couple of 1%ers in that game as well. And, he spent most of his time in the defensive half of the ground, but that's the pressure of Sydney, and that's what they're able to deliver. As for Kennedy, you probably asked, what about Kennedy? Kennedy was 51%. I'm not really surprised by that. He gave away a crap load of turnovers. Once I find it here. Yeah, so he had 4 intercept possessions, 12 turnovers. 12 turnovers he gave away. That's why it was 51%, so it wasn't too good. Contested possession 17, uncontested 21. And 6 clearances, 7 inside 50, 0 rebounds, 1 tackle inside 450. And I'd have to say Jack McRae is the best on ground by far, just because of that. Unless Heaney can outmatch him, Heaney couldn't outmatch him. So I'm going to stick with McRae because he was outstanding for the Western Bulldogs. But unfortunately, there's just no one's really providing up forward. Stringer's just not. He's just not playing that sort of footy we all recognise. He's generally able to. He's got that strong build, but he just seems to not have as much confidence as he has last year, and he's just dying down. So this is a huge blow for any sort of a loss for a side you expect to make top 8 is just a huge blow to them. This is massive, and it does raise a lot of questions for the Western Bulldogs, because one week they'll be up and then the next week they're getting absolutely flogged. And this is going to really test them, because next week they take on Melbourne. It is at Etihad Stadium, but I don't know. You'd think they could win. But it's just so hard. It's just so hard to tell. It's just too hard to tell, especially the fact we don't know which Melbourne side they're going to be coming up against. So it will be interesting if they can rebound. They're going to need to. But yeah, a lot of questions obviously we have been raised, and no doubt Beveridge is going to be looking into the VFL. I'm looking at Footscray to see if who's performed decently in the VFL that's earned his spot back into the AFL side. Who knows? But yeah, that's it from me here at AFL Legends Unite, guys. You all take care, stay safe, and I shall see you in the next video.